All right, are y'all ready on J. Juarez? All right, Ms. Warner, are you able to hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1043, State of Texas versus J. Angel Juarez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Are basically on it.
And are you Mr. Juarez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here on a restitution hearing. Is that correct? State and defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and the state's witness is appearing by Zoom. The court will note for the record, she was here at 9 a.m. Defense was in juvenile. Any objections to Ms. Warner appearing by Zoom? Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and do you have any objection to her appearing by Zoom? All right. State, you may proceed.
Ms. Warner, were you involved?
Oh, just one second. You're going to call Ms. Warner as a
State-
witness?
State calls Kiana Warner.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Kiana Warner,
All right, state.
Ms. Warner, were
San
you-
Antonio, Texas.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Ms. Warner, were you involved in a collision that occurred on or about May 14th of 2023?
Yes, sir.
And could you briefly describe the circumstances of that collision?
Yes, sir. I believe it was around that time. I was at Babcock 7-Eleven. I was parked in a designated parking spot in front of the corner store. The other person that actually hit my vehicle was parked in a parking space that was not a designated parking spot. And a police officer happened to just be passing through the convenience store. And as he was passing through, the person in the truck was backing out. And so the cop honked his horn to like let him know like someone's behind you. And he ended up hitting the cop car. And in the process of him hitting the cop car, the cop got out of the vehicle. And as the officer got out of the vehicle, the person driving the vehicle rammed my car out of the way to flee the scene.
And what damage did your vehicle sustain?
I have pictures I can submit via email if y'all need them, but all the back of my bumper, the back of my bumper was ripped off. I had a light that was damaged. It's pretty in depth. I also I sent in the estimate to get the collision fixed. So y'all have that, and it goes a breakdown by exactly what was damaged.
Who did you go to have the damage to your vehicle assessed?
I don't remember the exact collision place, but if I can have a few seconds, I can pull up the estimate and I can tell you.
Is it collision experts?
Most likely, yes, ma'am. It's going to be the same collision place that I sent in to the prosecutor that I've been working with.
Counsel, have you seen this?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And Ms. Warner, what did collision estimates tell you would be the amount of money required to repair your vehicle?
It's going to be listed on the document. I don't have the exact dollar amount in front of me, but
Does $6,399 sound about right to you, more or less?
correct.
And what vehicle did you have at the time?
A 2020 Buick Enclave.
Have you been compensated for the amount of the loss to your vehicle by any other source?
No, I have not.
Pass the witness.
Defense?
At the time of the incident, was this Buick Enclave, was it covered by insurance?
It was.
Relevance.
Oh, I'll let her answer. She said yes.
And did you make any type of claim with that insurance for payment?
Not with mine because the person that hit my car should be responsible for it. So I tried to go through their insurance.
And I think you previously said that you have not been compensated by anybody else for any repairs on the car. Is that correct?
Correct, because he didn't own the vehicle. So I was going back and forth with the person that actually owned the vehicle. The vehicle he totaled out, it belonged to someone else, and her insurance, it almost seemed like it wasn't real insurance. I was going back and forth with them, and I never ended up hearing back from them.
Okay, so let me, so this Buick Enclave that you were driving that day, did you own that?
Correct, I'm financing it. I had just actually purchased it April the 19th.
I wanted to make sure, because that sounded like maybe you said someone else owned it. So, but you owned it.
No,
too.
the vehicle that the person you're representing, the vehicle he totaled out wasn't his vehicle.
I'm talking about your vehicle. That's all I'm caring about.
Okay, and that's what I was stating.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. All right. So on the Buick Enclave in 2020, you said it, you didn't make a claim insurance and nobody else helped you pay. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. No further questions, Julie.
Any other questions of this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so what the court has heard from this witness, and everyone correct me if I'm wrong, that she went to collision experts, the amount which both parties off the record have previously tendered to the court, the amount, and that amount is $6,399.22. That's what the court has. I know, State, you asked her a question, and she said $6,399. But according to the documents that both parties submitted to the court, it's $6,399.22. So do both parties agree that that's the amount from collision experts? And then we'll get to the restitution amount.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we agree that that is the amount quoted by collision experts.
All right.
That's correct. And I was provided a copy of that previous to the hearing. So that was
All right, so it appears to the court that that's the restitution amount. The court will hear whatever argument the defense has as to maybe why that should not be the amount.
Your Honor, the last court hearing is when we had the hearing on my legal arguments for it. I won't re-urge those, and the court overruled those.
All right, and so the argument you want to re-urge, that's
No,
the,
I won't re-urge those. They're on the record. They're already overruled.
all right.
Since the research that I've done, Your Honor, I could not find anything that says that she's required to file under insurance. I just wanted to make sure she hadn't done it. So I don't really have anything presented to the court other than a prior argument that she already for.
All right, so then the amount of restitution that's going to be owed is $6,399.12. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Was it 12 or 20?
I'm sorry, 22 cents. Thank you. So the record can be clear, $6,399.22. That's the amount you have to pay. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go out the record. How are you planning on paying that?
Getting a job.
Do you not currently have employment?
So, man, my days, but I had quit. They were trying to withhold one of my checks.
They're trying to do what?
They were trying to withhold one of my checks.
Why?
I have no idea.
All right, so here's the thing. You're getting employment. Do you understand? How old are you?
18.
All right, how are you supporting yourself?
I was when I had my job, but I recently just.
How long has that been?
Not like 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks? So have you not eaten in 2 to 3 weeks? How are you eating if you don't have money?
My mom cooks dinner.
All right, so here's the thing. Parents are letting young people stay at home now, not in school, don't have a job, but in this court, you're getting employment and you're going to pay her back the $6,399.22. Do you understand? So what are your plans? How are you getting employment?
My brother-in-law, he does construction. So I'm just gonna try to talk to one of his bosses. And
So why haven't you talked to him before then?
because I need my ID. I'm working on getting my ID.
Why don't you have an ID?
I haven't scheduled an appointment.
No. Since when have you not had an ID? How long has this been?
I haven't had one.
Well, how did you get employment at this other place if you don't have an ID?
So my mom's baby daddy knew the owner of the moving company. So
You
that's
have
his
the
dad.
your mother's baby daddy. So your stepfather, your father?
I don't consider him as my stepfather, but yeah. The father of my little sibling.
As I say, the sister.
All right.
Father.
So stepfather. All right. It's always, you've done CPS cases when people say certain things, it's hard to see the family tree.
It would be his sister's father, all right?
All right, so here's the thing. I'm requiring you to get a job. If you don't have a job, a motion to revoke is going to be filed, and you're getting a job within 30 days. There are plenty of places for you to have employment. I see all down the street, employment available at Burger King, wherever. You knock your pride aside because you're trying to get employment so you can pay back what you owe. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if this vehicle that you were in was stolen, all you had to do was stop. And you know what would end up happening? You would have had an unauthorized use of a vehicle, but now you not only have that maybe, but you have this evading, and you just wrecked her brand new car for her that she just bought. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Abrams, he's to have employment within 30 days. And if he doesn't have employment within 30 days, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know if you've just been laying around, not getting your identification, but that's going to stop.
That's not happening.
Well, I mean, you don't have your identification. And you're saying your mother's baby's daddy gave you a job. I mean, that's what you, am I saying something that he did not say? Did he not say he didn't need his identification because his mother's baby daddy got him a job that he quit because his mother's baby's daddy's friend or employer would not pay him, was holding back his check? That's what you told me.
Yeah, but I didn't say I didn't need my ID, because I do need my ID. I have an appointment scheduled in January.
No. Well, January is not going to help you. You better go back to that job with your mother's baby's daddy so that you can work to pay her what you owe.
Is there any way I could go, because I know there's one in Universal City. Is there any way I could go out of Bear County to go get my ID from over there? Or
That's not my issue. That's on you.
so-
And if you're going to have a dollar sign on your finger, you need to have money to match that dollar sign. You understand? She wants her $6,399.22. You've ruined her day that day. Can you imagine if you had a brand new car and somebody plows into it and wrecks it? Yeah. So you're getting a job within 30 days. However you get your identification, that's a problem you're going to have to solve. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm allowed to leave Bear County to go get my
You're
ID?
allowed to work within 30 days.
All right.
That's yes or no. Do you understand?
I think what
Yeah,
you have,
ma'am.
since normally you can't leave Bear County without permission, whether you would have permission to go there to get it.
I'll just talk to my probation officer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes. So within 30 days, he needs to have employment, the end. And then once he gets employment, Ms. Abrams, if he doesn't have employment in 30 days, file a motion to revoke. If he has employment within 30 days, then we need to bring him back here to find out how much he's going to be paying per month to her to pay down this restitution.
Judge, okay,
Yeah.
typically the cashiers will put it in the system and give them a dollar amount, and, once that's secured, then I can get a supplemental report to send to you.
All right, well, let them know I'm not going to be satisfied with $50 a month. All right. Okay, is there anything else? All right, thank you. Thank you for zooming in.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Sorry, put this in the system. All right. Vashan? So we're gonna have to see what that's about then. Okay. All right, Vashan. I was late this morning. Well, I was on time this morning,
You were on time.
but you know what ended up happening? Downstairs, when I went to go pick up a nice little water, I ran into Robert Porter, Juan Aguilera, Denny Callahan, and James Seelaw.
They were all together.
They were all together in the cafeteria. And then Marquise Kirkwood shows up. And so then it's Old Home Week. And then they're standing in line to vote. I'm so glad I was able to vote yesterday. So I finished. I got my sticker too. They have choices.
Oh, they have choice.
Yes. All right, so everyone, the court is recessing exactly at 11:55. I have a judges meeting. I need to be there. So if your attorney is not here by 10:30, you probably should step outside and call them on the phone and tell them they need to hear. be here. Otherwise, everybody is coming back at 1:30. And there's no need to request from the court, can I come back tomorrow? Answer is no, you're coming back this afternoon. Does everyone understand? And attorneys, if you have someone in custody, let the deputies know so they can bring them out. You're not ready to approach the court unless you've conferred with the state and conferred with your client. All right, everyone, please confer. How's it going?
Judge, you're looking great.
Oh.
You're in fine form as usual.
Oh,
How are
thank you. And I see you on the wall.
Judge, you can never forget, you can never get me out of your head.
I cannot. I think it's fabulous, though.
Well,
So how are you been doing?
good, busy, real busy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So many people are retiring.
Who's retiring?
John Economini, he told me he's down to, I think, 4 civil cases.
Oh, I think he's paid his dues, though.
Oh, gosh, he was telling me 50 years.
50,
Yes.
good for him.
I will tell you, I was actually on a second chair in a capital murder case with him.
Oh, did you try?
Oh, it was awesome.
He's a very good lawyer.
He is.
He did a lot, when I was a prosecutor, he was there a lot, but he's very pleasant. He's one of those guys, those lawyers that shows that you can be pleasant. That was,
Oh, yes.
he didn't miss the, you better have the things lined up.
I had such a great time. I learned so much from sitting with him. And he is very detailed, which I love. So we got along great.
He's very detailed, he's very,
Mhm.
he's very practical. I love working with him. He's such a nice guy.
He is.
He has a great retirement.
He did. I was telling everybody, and I didn't know this until, we were working together on that case because you learn things about people. Do you know he wrote a book about birds?
No.
Yes, and it is, I think it's on North American birds, but oh my gosh, it is detailed.
Oh, so he's one of those, there's a word for it, those bird watchers.
Yes. And you know who else has started bird watching is Patton Zarate.
Really?
Mhm.
There's just not quite enough excitement in that for me. I don't have the patience.
Oh, no, I think it would be great. See, yes. So it's called, oh, it's out of stock now.
Oh, see, he's beyond Texas. He's quite a bird expert.
Oh, he is.
Birds are fantastic, especially when you get a mockingbird and he does this real call. He actually has a song that he does. And this is. because
I haven't heard it.
They usually do a blue jay or something, but then they.
Oh,
actually-
mimic.
Yeah, they usually mimic, but they have their own song as well. So it's just fantastic.
Oh, his book is called Raptors of Western North America.
See, that would be interesting. I love
Yes.
hawks and stuff.
And he did some drawings in it. Can you believe that?
No,
Yes.
he's a man of many talents.
I'm like, wow. So, yeah.
Well,
So do
good
you
for
have
him.
Issac Valles?
Yeah, Judge, we just got discovery on the 6th.
All right, where is Mr. Valles?
All
All right, Mr. Valles, come forward, please. All right, thanks for dressing appropriately for court.
Yeah.
So you've now received all discovery?
Yes. We just got it. We're going through it. We might, how things arise. Hey, we noticed there's a mention of something, but no, it appears we have.
Okay, and how old are you?
23.
23.
But you were asking me, Judge.
Now, I will tell you, I always ask defendants' ages
Yeah.
because sometimes when you have people before you that are young, they need time to really internalize what their attorneys are telling them
Oh, yeah.
and make informed decisions. Because usually, sometimes young people are quick to make a decision and you need to let it marinate a little. All right, so let me ask you, was the state able to tender an offer or no?
No, we haven't even gone through discovery. I think it's
Okay.
premature.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, who's the prosecutor you were working with?
I talked to Mr. Edelman.
All right, Andrew,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, this is gonna be recalled back for November 21st. And you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer to the defense on that day.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we will be back on November 21st. They'll give you an offer, and then I'll reset it for a plea deadline date. And then if an agreement is not worked out, your next date is going to be jury trial. Do you have any questions?
That makes sense.
All right, so once you sign the reset form, then you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Have a good
So
one.
efficient.
I try.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Just one moment. Yes.
My client is in Boston, his name is Ray DelaRosa. He was here, he was present at 9 o'clock. I just went outside to with him and talked to him.
All right. Deputy,
Yes, ma'am.
defense says his client was here, but he was outside speaking with him, so he can go back into the audience. It's Ray DelaRosa.
DelaRosa.
Right? Well, I've seen you down.
Additionally, Your Honor, I believe we're on a trial study. Last.
Oh, just one second. You need to have them pull the file.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, and family violence? Ashley?
Yes, that's true.
Oh, Ray. All right, so have you all been conferring with Mr. Garcia?
Yes.
All right,
I received an offer last time.
okay, you all need to switch.
Let me get it.
Yes, Mayor, that's right.
All right.
This is all right.
No, it's me, it's me.
And Mr. DelaRosa, where are you?
He's right there in the audience.
Who needs to come forward?
Can you please come up, Ray?
All right, he has 4 cases, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, where are we on discovery?
Right, on Discovery, I was able to download, some of the DWI, officer cam footage last night. So I reviewed that last night, and then we did receive an offer from the state last night as well.
All right, so the offer you received, is that from criminal trial division or family violence or both?
It's from both, and they were gonna, it was a concurrent offer.
Okay,
So I needed time to go over that with my client.
all right, sir, how old are you?
60 going to 61.
All right, so we're gonna come back then on November 21st. That's gonna be your plea deadline date. And I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery signed before you all leave. Any other questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
I just said,
Yes.
simple little thing. I'm going for, I'm gonna have a surgery done on my stomach 7 days from now, major surgery.
I'm
And
sorry, when is
I'm gonna-
this?
7 days from now, on the 29th.
The 29th of October?
Yes, ma'am. And I wanted to see what this monitor, because I'm gonna be in the hospital for 3 to 4 days.
Right, you need to provide proof of that to the court.
Thank you.
All right, and you'll tender it to the state and they can review it.
Okay, and I will file that, I'll file that with the Discovery, Your Honor.
Oh, well, I mean, if it's
Or
something
no,
that
I
we
can
need,
just hand it to him right now.
here's the thing.
Make copies.
If it's something we need to take care of today, then we can take care of it today. You just need to confer with the state, both criminal trial division and family violence. But your plea deadline date is going to be November 21st. And I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery from everyone before you all leave here today. And then before you leave today, we'll address the surgery issue.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thank
Your
you.
Honor. Judge.
Well, good morning. How's it going? You have a haircut.
I did. It's much easier to manage.
For me, it's just the opposite. Excuse me, deputy. Deputy. All right, Mr. DelaRosa, I'm gonna need you to sit back in the box. If you all can check, it's showing that he has an active warrant on my system. And it's under cause number, it's under the 2024 CR 009262 for the assault. If y'all could just double check. Maybe Odyssey has it incorrect, Mr. DelaRosa, but we're gonna find out. Yes, it's showing as an active fugitive warrant on all his cases. Well, except for the cause ending in 5-6, that one doesn't have a warrant showing up.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You need to have them pull the file.
It's for permission to go to the 226. They're asking me to go down there right now, and I'm waiting for my client to be brought up.
Well, if you'll check with the deputy to see how long it's gonna take them to bring your client out.
May I go to the 226 or I'll wait?
Yeah, ask them to see how long.
When I come back? Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
may I go?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Morning, Judge.
Oh, you'll need them to pull the file.
Yes. Yes, sir. Clinton Dixon.
Once I get your file, I'll take it up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Wow, I'll go back in March.
All right, Clinton Dixon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, and right here with the microphone. When you're spoken to, make sure you speak loud and clear.
All right, so were you able to confer with the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so the possession less than a gram, I know that the labs are probably not gonna be in.
Right, Judge, and also there's another case, a robbery that's associated with it, that
All right,
its office date is September 21st, so it's still in the intake division.
all right, so when do you anticipate maybe having information on the robbery?
Information, like, and Verific, I would reckon that we probably just have the warrant in there at this point, but it should be there within the next 30 days.
All right, so what I can do, it's not quite 30 days, but I know the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up. And I always try to give people enough time to be with their families during the holidays. So what I can do is I can recall this for November 21st, and we'll see where we are. If they have information about your case, Mr. Dixon, before November 21st, they'll let your attorney know, and your attorney can come in sooner than November 21st. Is that a good date for you, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll recall this for November 21st. Do you have any questions?
You like probation, estimate?
Oh, that is something that you'll need to speak with your attorney about and negotiate with the state about. The only thing I do, I'm not allowed to negotiate your case for you. The state and your attorney will negotiate. It's called plea negotiations. They'll negotiate. That's private, it's confidential. So they're not supposed to come to me and say, well, I offered him this and he turned it down. Or your attorney said, we'll take this, and they won't offer it. The only thing that happens with me in this process, as far as negotiation is concerned, if you reach an agreement, I'll receive the paperwork, I'll review it, and I'll make a decision on whether or not I think the plea negotiations that you've reached, if it's appropriate or not. But now it's not the time for you to tell me, if I plead, can I have probation? You'll need to discuss that with your attorney. And I'm sure your attorney wants to proceed once he has all of the information. Okay? Any other questions? All right, any issues for you at the jail? All right, you okay with general population?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Just make sure November 21st.
November 21st.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. DelaRosa, they're taking care of the issue, okay? Jason Montez.
Stand right here in the middle, make sure you speak loud and clear when you're spoken to, sir.
Great, Judge.
Good morning.
Okay, we've reviewed stuff. Mr. Montez was evaluated for competency and he was found to be competent. However, there's been some.
All right, just 1 second. Excuse me, could you all whisper? Yes.
But there's been some things that were identified in his report, which that were mental health care issues and a drug issue. And so the ADA that's working on this matter is trying to confirm some of that evidence. And so he's going to be back with some more stuff to see if we can work something out. Meanwhile, Judge, I have a 10 o'clock matter that I'd like to.
Sure.
Good.
All right, let me ask you this. Which prosecutor were you working with?
Gentleman here, was it Tony or the third?
Who?
It's one who's, not Jason or Antonio, but
Edelman?
yes.
All right, did he tell you when he would have this information?
No, he was gonna try to call and see if people were available. He didn't say when.
All right,
He's
so
been
what,
out since.
what we'll do is we'll bring this back on Thursday.
Yeah, or I can come back later. I don't think my matter will take long. I could be back, but I understand.
Well, we can call him back this afternoon.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna bring you back at 1:30, okay?
1:30?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
All right. On Jason Montez, if you could put a hold on him for 1:30.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. I'll be back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're saying Aiden Martinez? All right, that's page 5. Okay. Aiden Martinez? All right, just have a seat. Let me see something. Could you pull that dismissal for me, please? So why isn't this being placed in the system? And they're on the docket. All right, so who do we need to call? Because people shouldn't be showing up to court and placed in the box if their case has been dismissed and it's not in the system that it's been dismissed. No, who from Odyssey? That's what I'm talking about. We're not calling the computer system. So who puts it? All right, then let's call the IT person from Odyssey down here because it's not acceptable for someone to be on the docket and then they're not here. And obviously, I guess he didn't know his case was dismissed because he showed up late.
Told the defense attorney, he called me over the weekend, emailed me over the weekend, and I told him it was dismissed.
No, I want somebody from Odyssey here to explain why this is on the docket as an open case when it's been dismissed. And according to the dismissal form I have, it says it's been dismissed since October 4th. And here we are at October 22nd, and he's still showing up on the docket as having a case. That's not acceptable. So if we could have somebody from Odyssey come down, whoever's over this, I don't know, $10 million system. So if we can call them to come down to explain this. Mr. Martinez, if you could step down, please. Come down. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. So for some reason, you still appeared on the docket. And so when you were not here at 9, you were late, yes. But your case, it shows that it's been dismissed. I've signed the dismissal form. I signed it on October 4th. So you should not have been on the docket to begin with. So I'm sorry you were made to sit in the box. I'm sorry that you showed up, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so this is your dismissal, so you'll have that with you. So if there's an issue or you need that certified, just let us know, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
How long?
Oh, actually, it was at the home store. Oh, please feel free to have some.
No.
You know, I'm finding that things that say 0 calories, they don't taste that great. But you know what the problem is? Now, mind you, I'm no chef, but I think the problem is since it's lemon, I think they use that artificial lemon flavoring instead of real lemon. So, but please have some and see if you agree with me. You sure? Bashad, he says he doesn't want any, but when the zombie apocalypse happened and there's no food, he's gonna be wishing for that licorice. Oh, Bashan, I am gonna sign Mr. Collins' early termination. That's a beautiful letter he wrote.
Yeah, very nice letter, but.
And he completed everything. Yes. There's some news you're gonna give me, Marco? That I'm not gonna want to hear. What's the news? See, you know, and you know,
It shows that the warrant was issued, sir, that I should bond reinstated.
so you know what? I don't think people understand with this whole Odyssey thing. With people being taken into custody who shouldn't be in custody because the system is showing that. With people not being released from the jail when they're supposed to be released from the jail. These are all just lawsuits waiting to happen. I don't think people understand that when you're dealing with somebody's liberty. That's why I want the Odyssey person who's over this system to come down and explain why Odyssey isn't showing that, and it should.
And for the most part, as far as I can see, like, at least with clerks, like they're doing their job, right? Like,
Oh, no, it's not even the clerk, it's the system.
We should just stay with both.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if we could just approach on Ray DelaRosa.
All right. Oh, you don't have to pull the file. This is the medical issue, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And he's in the box. Apparently he doesn't have active on it, so.
All right. Well, they're trying to change that in the system. All right. Mr. DelaRosa, if you want to come down, please. All right. So my understanding is there's an issue with surgery. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the documentation that the defense has?
Yes,
All right. And state you believe the documentation is accurate?
yes, sir.
All right. So when is his surgery scheduled?
Scheduled on October the 29th,
Okay.
and they're gonna actually, I believe, lift his
My
stomach.
stomach up, and then bring it down.
It's a hernia surgery, but it's not a mesh, it's part of a little surgery type thing.
All right. And when is he going to be released from the hospital?
He said it's gonna take 4 days. I'm gonna be in there for 4 days.
Okay. So let me see here. So is there some sort of prep you have to do before the October 29th date?
Yes,
All right. Does that prep involve, you needing the monitor removed before October 29th?
no.
Are you sure?
Anything that I have to do for the monitor to be removed, is what you're saying, I don't understand.
No. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Your surgery is on October 29th.
Yes,
My understanding about surgeries is you can't go into surgery with a monitor. Is everybody in agreement with my understanding?
Well, that's what I asked the defense earlier.
That's
I
my
wasn't-
understanding.
I wasn't sure about that. I don't know if there was an impediment as to surgery and the monitor, and I couldn't get a clear answer. I guess we can ask the defendant at this point now.
All right.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I was asking them as well because I figured they do this all the time.
Okay. All right. So nobody's under oath right now. Let me ask you this. The information you have there with the surgery, does it have a number for him to call? Do you have a number to call?
There should be, if not, we can find the number and we can have somebody call.
All right. So my understanding, and I may be wrong, is that you cannot do a surgery with a monitor on because there are different types of equipment that the monitor may impact.
yes.
I don't know that to be true. It's just that the persons that I've had come before me before who've had monitors, they've needed to take them off from MRIs and other things. Maybe this is not like an MR situation. I don't know. So if someone, the number that's on there, if you all will call, let them know that he has a GPS monitor. Let them know what a GPS monitor is and whether or not it needs to be removed for surgery.
Your Honor, my doctor knows about it. I talked to my doctor.
Okay, so here's the thing.
He said if I can get it removed before I go,
Yeah,
because
and,
it's gonna go through X-ray. They're
All
gonna do
right,
X-ray.
so let me just tell you, I appreciate what you're saying,
Yes,
but 9 times out of 10, usually the attorneys want to hear it from the doctor and not from the patient. So if you can get the nurse on the phone or get his office manager on the phone to call them today and ask them, does the GPS monitor need to be removed? And when do they anticipate you being released? Because if they want the monitor removed for surgery, guess what? I believe the state is going to agree for its removal. I'm going to sign the order removing it. But once you're released, it's going to have to be placed back on. So if someone can call the doctor or call their office and attorneys, if you all can do that, then we will see.
Your Honor, I have 3 other studies. Say I'm just gonna go run down the courts and tell them that I'm gonna be busy in your court for a while. And they're just gonna be probably reset, so.
Oh, so let me ask you guys this. And I like things to be done quickly. So
there's
you're
something
running,
wrong with-
let me ask you this, you're running to another court.
Yes, to another.
Wouldn't it be quicker if you guys just pick up the phone and ask them?
There's no phone number on.
All right,
this, so
let me,
I'll try to look it up.
no, let me bring out Google real quick. What's the name of the place?
Elm Heights surgery. Is there a phone number on this thing?
All right. Is this what, Christus?
Yeah, let me give them a call in the hallway.
All right, here it is, 949-6000.
949.
Mm-hmm. 210-949-6000. Yes.
Yes, Sharon. We had contacted the surgical center and they said, that those electronic monitors should come on.
Okay, see how easy that was?
Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. DelaRosa? So if you all want to draft an order, right, you all can write it out. He's saying that his surgery is on October 29th. I don't know if you all want him to be running around on October 28th trying to get the monitor removed, because it will take some time. Usually he has to go sit in the office to have it removed. So if y'all want to have it removed on the 25th, or if y'all want it on the 28th, it's completely up to what agreement you all come to. I know part of the issue is he has a DWI third, I believe.
That's correct.
He has a DWI third pending, Your Honor.
And he also has the assault issues. State Criminal Trial Division on Mr. DeLeon. All right, he has surgery. His surgery is on October 29th. Both parties have talked to the facility and they said, no, he cannot have that GPS on during surgery. So it needs to be removed for him to have his surgery. Everybody is in agreement for the removal. The only question is when parties agree for it to be removed. My understanding about surgeries from my personal experience is that usually the day before surgery, there are certain things you have to do to prepare for the next day of surgery. I don't know if it will be conducive or healthy for him to be running around on October 28th to try to get the GPS device removed. And if something happens and it's not removed on that day, he's not going to be able to have surgery on the 29th. But that's completely up to the parties. Do you want it removed on the 28th? His surgery's on the 29th. Or do you want it removed before then?
I would like removed before then, just in case he has to do like any other tests, like X-rays or whatnot. Maybe like the 27th, I'm thinking there's.
Well, 27th is a Sunday.
I was thinking giving him a window of 5 days.
Oh my God.
All right, so what date?
This. They can do it, whatever the state wants, that's fine.
He's giving you more time than you asked for.
Well, that's fine. We can
I'm
say
not
5
giving
days.
you-
No, he's gonna have one day.
No, he's saying you wanted it removed on the 27th, a Sunday. Mr. Edelman is saying he's thinking removing it on the 24th. So he's
24th,
giving you
yeah.
more time than you asked for.
24 is fine.
So you're all in agreement on the 24th? Okay, remove GPS.
Will you be able to have the GPS monitor put back on following the surgery?
Yes.
And so what time frame?
He's saying that he's going to be in the hospital. How long?
Yeah, about 4 days. That's what he told me.
All right, so we can have the GPS then be removed on October 21st. I'm sorry, 24th. And it's to be reinstalled upon release from the hospital. So if you don't get it installed when you're released from the hospital, that's going to be a violation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, he has the DWI case and he has some assaultive cases. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Is anyone going to let the complainant know that he has surgery? So the GPS is going to be removed?
We'll call it.
All right. And you still will have the no contact orders in place. So let me explain something to you. If you violate your no contact orders while you're in the hospital, you're going to find yourself waking up, chained down to a bed, because that's what they will do. The police will come and they will chain you to the bed. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And then potentially from the release of the hospital, you'll be making your way to the Bear County Jail. Do you understand? You are not to have contact with the complainant. You have a DWI pending. You're not to be driving. And I'm sure once you have that surgery, they're going to tell you no driving. You understand?
Yes. Additionally, Your Honor, when the district attorney is talking to the complainant, if they could, it's the spouse and they haven't seen each other for about a year now. If they could ask her not to come to the hospital, because that's the soon, you know.
All right. If you all tell them there's no contact.
Years, Your Honor. I haven't been in a year.
No.
Of my house.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know anything about your case. I don't know if the state can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, because I don't know anything about your case. But I do know sometimes the reasons we are here are choices that we've made. So based upon the reason we're here, there's a no contact order. Now, if the state wants to decide that you can have contact with her while you're in the hospital, then that's something you all need to agree to. But what I'm telling you right now is you're not to have contact with her. And if she shows up with at the hospital, you need to tell her to leave. And she is not to be on your visitors list, because I'm assuming they still do things the same way, that there's a list of visitors you can have, and she needs to be on the no visitor list. You understand? All right. If you all will draw up the order, the court will sign it.
Yes, Your Honor, while the trial division's here, it's going to be a DWI third. So if there's any pretrial suppression motions, can we run those along with the trial?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else?
Nothing further from
All right,
the
so
defendant, Your Honor.
you've seen the way Odyssey is behaving. So y'all need to write that order up quickly so it can get in the system.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe we can excuse Your Honor.
Yes.
I think
I really need to go check in with this court.
Okay, all you have to do is put
Okay.
order, agreed order.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Yeah. Just write on this sheet of paper, agreed order. Defendant is allowed, GPS is allowed to be removed on October 24th, 2024. And it is to be reinstalled immediately upon release from the hospital. But y'all never put off, what you can do today. Unless you're on vacation. Is there anything else y'all wanted to add to the order?
It doesn't look like we're gonna have to do it.
All right, so it's just removed October 24th, reinstalled immediately upon release from the hospital?
Yes.
All right, so if y'all would just sign off on that. Who's here on Steve Chavaria?
That'd be me. I can't talk this morning. That would be me, Judge.
All righty, where's your client?
He's right over here.
Excuse me, miss. You need to stay seated. All right, come
You
down,
want Mr.
Mr.
Chavaria
Chavaria.
to-
All right, so first things first. All right, so Mr. Chavaria, we're gonna go on the record briefly. Court is calling 2024 CR 007-367 State versus Steve Chavaria for the state.
Tony Aguilar for the state of Texas.
And are you Mr.?
I'm
No
sorry.
announcements from you yet, counsel. Are you Mr. Chavaria?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The attorney who was representing you was David Cuellar, and he filed a motion to withdraw because he's taken employment elsewhere. Do you have any objections to his motion to withdraw?
No, ma'am.
All right. Now the court then will sign the motion to withdraw. And now, counsel, have you been appointed to represent him?
I have, Your Honor.
All right. And you're the attorney on both cases?
I am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can make sure that counsel is on the 6-7 case as well, because I've just signed the motion to withdraw from Mr. Cuellar. All right, see, we're off the record. That's another thing that's going on. How can you put another attorney on a case before the motion to withdraw is signed? I'm baffled by it all, but okay. All right, so where are we on this case? The last time we were here was August, and it was reset for September 19th for discovery.
Okay, so I've received 85 videos so far on the machine gun case. and I've received about 17 videos, I want to say, on the possession case. I've been through about 47 of the videos so far on the machine gun case, Judge. There's no offer in this case just yet. I've just spoke to the state that I guess that this is, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
All right, so you're saying that I'm assuming the machine gun case, that's the prohibited weapons, and that's according to the indictment. The automatic Glock pistol with the attached Glock switch?
That's correct, Judge.
All right.
So essentially what we'd be asking for is one more setting. I would like to still continue to finish going through the discovery. There's quite a bit. I discussed this with my client. He has no objections to it. We also haven't gotten an offer on this case just yet. I brought to the state's attention. I know that this is probably new on council's radar over here too, so it's pretty complicated.
All
I'm
right, so
sure-
here's the thing. When the state's attorney, the district attorney moves people around, I don't do that thing where this is a new attorney, so, you know, they have to catch up.
Okay.
Tony knows this. So there needs to be an offer tendered. I am calling this back. And I'm calling this back for November 4th.
November
And
4th.
on November 4th, an offer needs to be tendered. And then there's going to be a quick turnaround for plea deadline date. Because this case has been dragging since August.
We'll be ready by then, Judge. That November 4th is great.
All right, so we'll be back on November 4th. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
And thank you, Judge. May we be excused.
Yes,
All right. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Have you been, Your Honor, good?
Hmm?
Have you been good?
Oh, yes, I can't complain.
I won this, Texas Lotto for second times.
Oh, you did? Congratulations.
Only off my number. I'm not gonna obsess over it.